Hi. My name is Greg Hewlett. I have colon cancer. Nobody likes to say the word colon. I don't either. But when you have colon cancer, saying unpleasant words is the least of your problems. Allow me to give you a summary of my medical situation. This may seem boring to you, but believe me, living the situation itself is worse. I was diagnosed with colon cancer in May of 2003. It was in my large intestine. They call this the primary site. It had also spread to my liver, where there was a 17-centimeter tumor. Also, there were some small tumors in my lungs. This was all very bad. Cancer is bad. And when the cancer is all over your body, this is very, very bad. One doctor said I should consider doing nothing and living out the next 6 months peacefully. With treatment, the average person with stage 4 colon cancer survives about 18 months. Less than 10% make it 5 years. I decided to be very aggressive. Some would say insane. Some would say heroic. I just had to give life all I had because I love life. My doctors at MD Anderson in Houston thought this was a good approach given that I was young and healthy. So they hit me hard with all their treatments. I have had over 90 rounds of chemotherapy. Chemotherapy really sucks. It makes you feel like you ate the intestines of a yak that somebody left out of the refrigerator for 3 weeks. It makes your hair fall out and makes your fingers and toes go numb. It also kills your white blood cells, which makes you catch other bad stuff like pneumonia and the flu. It also kills red blood cells, which makes you fatigued. Actually, chemotherapy kills everything. The idea is that you try to play it so that it kills the cancer before it kills you. I have also had 6 major surgeries. They took out my primary tumor in 2003. This involved taking out a big chunk of my large intestine and reconnecting it. A few months later, they took out 3/4 of my liver. After that, I felt really miserable. But the good thing is that the liver grows back. Then, they found a tumor that had dropped down to the bottom of my abdominal cavity in the pelvic area. It was lodged in the fatty tissue around my butt. They went in my tummy, dug down, and got it out. My doctor said it was like digging down into an ice cream cone to pull something out. Cool. In 2007 they went to work on my lungs. I had lung surgery on my left lung in January. They clipped out 4 pieces of cancer. They go in through the back under the shoulder blade. They cut one rib and bend the other one's back. When you wake up, it hurts like hell. Actually, hell is probably worse, but you know what I'm saying. Then in March, they did a similar thing to my right lung. Since then, I have not had full lung function and get out of breath easily. In the summer of 2008, my intestines got blocked from scar tissue that had grown from earlier surgeries. It is quite unpleasant when your intestines get blocked. I went to the ER, and they did emergency surgery to clear it up. The surgeon fixed it, but left a permanent hernia. It's a nuisance. Let's see, now. Yes, that's 6 surgeries. I've also had radiation treatment 3 times. One was to the pelvic area, so that the pelvic tumor wouldn't come back. It was about 30 daily zaps to my butt. The second radiation was targeted to several places in the center of my chest. Some lymph node tumors were blocking my lungs. In fact, my left lung was shut off completely. They call that atelectasis. But since I'm a stupid cartoon character, I cannot say atelectasis very well. The radiation worked and got me breathing much better again. And it killed most of the cancer in that area. The third radiation was to my elbow. I got a tumor there in 2009. Right on the funny bone. I hate this one because it deadens 2 of my fingers and I can't play the guitar. The radiation seemed to do pretty well on the tumor, but my fingers are still numb. The doctor told me the nerves in my arm might still heal. Or they may not. Right now, I'm taking chemotherapy again. I'm really tired of chemotherapy. In fact, if I were to sum up how I feel about all this, I'd say, I'm really tired. I'm really quite tired of it all.